Hello and welcome friends to yet another interesting topic which is also very relevant. Jupiter-Rahu conjunction or combination in your horoscope. And Jupiter-Rahu conjunction in Vedic astrology means when Jupiter-Rahu is in the same house, but in Bhrigu Nadi Jyotish, Jupiter and Rahu conjunction or combination is also formed when Jupiter and Rahu are in trine to each other. Say if Jupiter is in the first house and Rahu is in the 5th house or 9th house, then also we will say that there is a Jupiter-Rahu conjunction as per Bhrigu Nadi Jyotish. So if you have Jupiter-Rahu either in the same house or in the trine or in trine to each other, that is 5-9 position, then also you should watch this video. If there is such a combination in your partner's chart, you must watch this video. You will come to know so much about their nature and character. Also, today I'll talk about this conjunction in all 12 houses. How will you know if Jupiter-Rahu together in the same house? Then all 12 houses. But if it is in trine, how will you see? If Jupiter-Rahu, they are in trine to each other, 5-9 position, then find out which planet is more powerful. If Jupiter is more powerful, look at the house in which Jupiter is placed and follow the results as per that particular house that will be mentioned in the timestamp of the video description. And if Rahu is more powerful and Jupiter-Rahu they are in trine, then look at the house in which Rahu is placed and then follow the results for that house as per the timestamp in the video description. But nevertheless, Jupiter-Rahu in all 12 houses, you have to follow as per the houses, okay, mentioned in the timestamp of the video description. And so you may have any combinations. So definitely it's going to be very useful for you. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you want personal consultation, details are there in the video description. You can always call or text. So alright, without any more delay, let's get into the topic. First of all, you have to know how to look at the horoscope. A very quick sample chart I want to show you, so that those of you are new to astrology, you know how to look at the chart. This is the North Indian style chart. You may follow a South Indian style chart also as per your preference. This is the North Indian style chart. Okay, so it looks like this, a North Indian style chart. Just focus on the chart which I am showing on the screen. Alright, okay, so this chart, you will see that there are 12 houses, you see. So first house, second house, third house, fourth house, and like this is the 7th house of partner, alright, or spouse or partnership or marriage. So this is the first house, Lagna, that belongs to you, the ascendant or the Lagna, which shows the first house describes your life, your personality, and this is your partner's house, 7th house, okay, 8th, 9th, this is 10th house, the house of career, okay, 11th and 12th. So this is how there are 12 houses in a horoscope, alright, in your birth chart, in your horoscope. Find out where Jupiter-Rahu is placed, in which of the houses it is placed. Is it placed in the first house? Is it placed in the second house? Is it placed in the 7th house, 10th house? Where it is placed, you have to find out. And according to that, you will check your results, okay, mentioned in the timestamp. Now, say if Jupiter is in the first house and Rahu is in the 5th house. Don't look at the planets which are there. This is just a structure, just so that you get the idea. This is just a sample chart. Say if Jupiter is in the first house, Rahu is in the 5th house. Then we will say that Jupiter and Rahu, they are trine to each other. If Jupiter is in the first house, Rahu is in the 9th house. Then also we will say that Jupiter and Rahu, they are in trine. So that is also a conjunction or combination, very important in Bhrigu Nadi Jyotish. So you have to look at whether they are in the same house or whether they are in trine. Alright. Look at your own horoscope. You can look at your partner's horoscope, your child's horoscope. So anybody in your family, if they have such combination, definitely you can follow these results. So now let us quickly a small introduction about Jupiter-Rahu and this conjunction. Jupiter is the planet of wisdom. So we know that it is the natural lord of the 9th house of the horoscope and natural lord of the 12th house. Jupiter is significator of 2nd house, 5th house. It is also significator of 9th house, lord and significator both. Then also even 10th and 11th house. So Jupiter is the ultimate benefic. Jupiter is actually the planet which stands for the divine, the almighty, the divine supreme power that controls this universe. Okay, in Christianity that power is named God. In other religions we have given different names. Okay, so in Hinduism Bhagwan or Ishwar, in Islam Allah. All right, so that supreme power. So you have to know that supreme power can be signified by Jupiter. All right, so Jupiter is the ultimate benefic in your chart, and because it is the natural lord of the 9th house, it will also show your moral principles, your moral values, your sense of morality. So Jupiter, that is why, can stand also for your gurus, and your parents are your first guru, your first teachers. So teachers, gurus, elders whom you should respect. It can also signify your child or your relationship with your child in this life. Jupiter also can signify your prosperity and wealth that you are going to attain. So Jupiter can also, show various things, So it is the planet of wisdom. It is the planet of knowledge. It is the planet of higher education, higher learning, of foreign travel. It can also be considered to represent, foreign travel and even foreign settlement. It is connected to spirituality, to spiritual growth. Now Rahu, what is Rahu? Rahu is illusion. Rahu is a shadow planet. Rahu is your desire or pending karma in this life. Jupiter is the blessing that you are carrying from your past life also. And Rahu is the pending karma, your unfinished karma, which you have to execute in this life. And that is why wherever Rahu sits in the horoscope, you have a lot of desire pertaining to that house. And how you will fulfill your desire, you have to look at the sign and look at Rahu's dispositor. So a lot of desire, unfinished desire, pending karma. In fact, karmic debt. Rahu also is connected to karmic debt which you need to repay in this life. That is why if Rahu can make you, make mistakes, and then you have to learn from those mistakes. So you'll have to go through karmic lessons so that you can rectify yourself, your nature, and you can be free from that karmic debt. So Rahu can be connected to obsession, even addiction, confusion, illusion. But Rahu, we know, is the demon's head. Just as the demon's tail and rest of the body is Ketu, and the head is Rahu. So Rahu can also stand for intellectual powers. Okay, Rahu can give you a lot of observation skills, research ability, thinking ability, analytical ability. So that is also true. So whenever there is, Jupiter and Rahu, there can be some sort of constant conflict or tension also in the life of the person. Because Jupiter in Bhrigunandinari is also the native, whether female or male, the native is denoted by Jupiter. So also, Jupiter-Rahu conjunction, some tension, some conflict. I will tell you what that is. Rahu, as you know, is a demon's head. So Rahu also stands for insatiable hunger. Hunger that can never be satisfied also. Okay, so when there is Jupiter-Rahu conjunction, then in the life of the native, there is always bound to be some tension, some constant tension between ethics and wisdom. I'm so sorry. Constant tension between ethics and illusion, between spirituality and materialism, between wisdom and greed. So that tension can be there. It is believed that after the age of 42, Rahu slows down or starts, its negative impact diminishes and all. That is also believed, but then that will only happen if you have received the light of education and knowledge. Only then, after the age of 42, you will see that, or if you are into some sort of spiritual practices, religious practices, if you move towards knowledge, then Rahu will, can become calmer. It can, it can calm itself down, and so that the negative results will get diminished after you attain the age of 42. But nevertheless, its impact will be felt, because we know that we are also living to some extent in this age of Rahu only, because internet, technology, digitization, all kinds of technology, artificial intelligence, everything comes under Rahu. Today, no one can think of a life without, Rahu. So Rahu is connected to everything, all technology. So this is the age of Rahu. So Rahu is very powerful, and also Rahu is ambition, your desires, and so on. So yeah, let us now quickly go to the results of Jupiter-Rahu conjunction in each of the 12 houses. If Jupiter-Rahu conjunction is in the very first house of your horoscope, then what will happen? The first house is the house of your own personality, your life, your nature, your body, mind, soul. Alright. You can look at these results from your birth chart horoscope. You can also look at these results from your moon chart, or you can also look at the results from your D9 chart or Navamsha chart. You can also look at your KP chart, because the exact placement of the planet in a horoscope is mentioned in the KP chart, Krishnamurti Paddhati chart. So just download the AstroSage app, and you will also have access to your Lagna chart and KP chart both. KP chart shows the exact placement of planet in a house. So look at in which house Rahu is placed as per KP chart. But the zodiac sign, for that you should always look at your D1 chart or Lagna chart. Sign should always be seen from the Rashi or Lagna chart, and the house placement of the planet should be seen from the KP chart. So Jupiter, Rahu, in which houses, if they are in trine also, you will come to know. So look at the results from the Lagna chart, house results, but look at your KP chart also. Now let us move on to the discussion. If Jupiter, Rahu conjunction or combination is happening in the first house, then what will happen? But before that, I have to tell you one more thing, that in this conjunction, how will you know which planet is going to dominate the other? So if Jupiter is dominating the conjunction, if Jupiter is more powerful in this conjunction, you will get wonderful results, because Jupiter is controlling this Jupiter-Rahu conjunction. And this will only happen when Jupiter is in its own signs, Sagittarius and Pisces, or in its sign of exaltation, Cancer. In the remaining two fire signs also, Aries and Leo, Jupiter is powerful. So only in these signs you will get good results. If Jupiter is in these signs, any of these signs, then Jupiter will control this conjunction. Then Rahu cannot delude you, or Rahu cannot cause delusion, illusion. It can't do that, because your Jupiter is very powerful, and Jupiter, you know, is the ultimate guru, is the divine, is the ultimate benefic. So before Jupiter's power, Rahu can't do anything if Jupiter is powerful. It will only magnify the positive results of Jupiter. Yes. So you can move towards great breakthroughs in higher learning, in the field of knowledge, even research, occult, technology. Alright, there can be a positive transformation in your life, and you may also bring about positive transformation in the life of others if Jupiter is powerful. But if Rahu is powerful, what will happen? So if Jupiter is not in any of these signs which I mentioned just now, if it is not in fire signs, not in its own signs, if it is not in its exaltation sign of Cancer, then Rahu will become powerful in the conjunction. Okay? Look at Rahu's dispositor. Look at the dispositor planet. If they are in the same house, they will have the same dispositor. So look at the zodiac sign in which this conjunction is taking place. The sign lord is the dispositor of Jupiter-Rahu. If they are in different houses, then look at the dispositor of Jupiter, then look at the dispositor of Rahu. If Jupiter's dispositor is more powerfully placed than Rahu's dispositor, then also Jupiter will control the conjunction, and you will get wonderful results. You will gain knowledge, you will do very well in the field of knowledge, and you will gain a lot of knowledge and wisdom. You will also you can also excel in the field of technology, occult, research, or any field of knowledge. So this will happen. You can settle down in a foreign land, and after after moving to a foreign land, you can become very prosperous. A lot of prosperity. You can have name, fame, riches. All that is also possible if Jupiter becomes powerful. Say Jupiter is not in any of the positive signs which I mentioned, then look at Jupiter's dispositor. That dispositor planet, find out. If they are in separate houses, they will have two different dispositors. Whose dispositor is more powerful? So that planet will control the conjunction. Alright? So like that you should check. Rahu is powerful, then Rahu is generally very powerful in the signs of Taurus, Gemini, even Libra to some extent. Yes, in Libra Jupiter becomes weak. Rahu will be more powerful. Aquarius Rahu is more powerful. Even in Capricorn, Rahu will be more powerful because Capricorn is Jupiter's sign of debilitation. So there Rahu will be powerful. In Virgo, Rahu will be powerful. Because in Virgo, Rahu is very powerful actually. Alright. So these are the signs in which Rahu is going to be very powerful. In Scorpio, Jupiter also can be powerful. Because Scorpio after all is ruled by Mars. Alright. And Mars and Jupiter are friends. So in Scorpio, even Jupiter can be powerful. Alright. But if you're moving towards occult knowledge, technology, then Rahu also will give you good results. So like that you should check. So now now you have come to know which planet, how to know which planet is powerful. So the planet which is more powerful, that will control the conjunction. Now again there is a catch here. If Rahu is becoming more powerful, and if you are moving towards technology, occult, acquiring any kind of hidden knowledge, but for the sake of benefiting others, you're doing some sort of practices, occult practices, or even if you're into spiritual practices to gain some siddhi, but you're doing it, siddhi means to gain some powers, spiritual powers also, so that you can benefit others, then it is good. But if Rahu is taking you towards Tantra, Tantra means, Tantra is not always bad. The literal meaning of Tantra is technique or technology. So everywhere there is technique. Even in astrology we have techniques. So Tantra, what kind of Tantra? If it is black magic, if it is any sort of tantric practice which is enabling you to harm others for your benefit, so that is negative Tantra. So if you are moving towards these fields, then Rahu will backfire and you will have to face karmic consequences. So Jupiter-Rahu people, they may initially also, they may have a lot of desire to go into tantric practices, even black magic and necromancy, so be careful. They're very much interested in doing, sometimes either they themselves do or they ask other people to do rituals and spells for them, so that they can suddenly become rich, prosperous. So they have this tendency. I've seen Jupiter-Rahu people, they may have that. They believe in magic, even black magic also. So that tendency you have to curb. But if Rahu is taking you towards technology, towards invention, towards research, investigation, for the good of humanity, for serving humanity, then it's fine. If Rahu is taking you towards spiritual practices, occult, even tarot, so that you can help others, then it is fine. Alright, so if Rahu can take you to foreign lands, now if you settle down in a foreign land and there you can become prosperous. Alright, okay, now finally let's go to the results. Jupiter-Rahu conjunction or combination in the first house. Such a person generally, what will happen now? If Jupiter becomes powerful in this conjunction, and how Jupiter will be powerful, please go to the introduction and the timestamps. So Jupiter will be powerful if, then what will happen? Then this person will be a great knowledge seeker. Then this person will have a sense of duty, towards their family, they'll be accountable, to their higher authorities at the workplace. They'll be very dutiful. They will have great desire to gain knowledge, okay, and they will also, a positive transformation will come about in their life by dint of their desire to gain knowledge and wisdom. They can become very prosperous. They can prosper a lot even in foreign lands, or if somehow their work or life is connected to foreign connections, then they can do very well. They can become very prosperous. Nevertheless, even if Jupiter is powerful, since Rahu is there, so they will have a tendency to question tradition, authority. They will have a tendency to question religion, their own cultural, religious practices. Their way of thinking will be very out of the box, very unconventional way of looking at things, very, very unique perspective they will have on things. Alright, and that perspective they will develop by dint of their knowledge, expertise. But yes, overall they can be prosperous if Jupiter is more powerful in the conjunction. They'll also be very much focused on themselves. They'll always think of their own growth and expansion in life. Yes. Now if Rahu becomes powerful, what will happen? Then they may also adopt shortcuts in life to become fortunate or for growth and expansion. They can take shortcuts. They can adopt unfair means. If Rahu is powerful and if Jupiter is weak, then this can happen. Then they may also compromise on their principles, morality for their benefits and gains. They may not be that dutiful. Whatever duties they execute or towards their family also, it may just be like showing, it may just be a false show. Truly they are not dutiful if Rahu is powerful. They will just pretend to be dutiful. That's it. And they will be very much thinking only about their own selves, and they can become self-centered and selfish. They will get into conflicts with their elders. They may not have real respect for their elders and gurus, even for their father, and they may get into conflicts with elders and other people who may be their well-wishers also. So they may go against them also. So all these things can happen. Now, first house, so Jupiter is a significator of the nose, and Rahu magnifies things. So such people, they can have a broad nose, a very prominent big nose. It's possible. Jupiter-Rahu is there, then what will happen? They may have stomach problems, digestion issues. They may have. Alright. Yeah. So Jupiter-Rahu in the first house, they may also have obesity issues. They may have a tendency to put on weight. That is also possible. Now let's move on to what will happen if Jupiter-Rahu conjunction happens in the second house. First we will talk about the good things. If Jupiter is more powerful in this conjunction, how it will become powerful, I have mentioned in the introduction. Please go to that. If Jupiter controls the conjunction, then the person will be very dutiful, yes, duty bound towards their family. They will really have a desire to serve their family. They will always be with their family no matter what. They will be truly attached to their family. Their speech also will be guided by wisdom, knowledge, truth. So whenever they talk, that will reflect their knowledge, the depth of knowledge that they have, or their wisdom. It will get expressed through their words if Jupiter is powerful in the conjunction. Jupiter is powerful in the fire signs, in its own signs, or in its sign of exaltation. Then such people, they can become very wealthy, very prosperous. Yes, because they have a lot of desire also to, work hard, and they have a desire to, work hard, because you see, second house is part of the Earth trine, the trine of material or materialistic pursuits, material desires. So that is when you are into materialistic pursuits, so earning wealth. So that trine, second house, second, sixth and 10th house, Earth trine. So here they will want to work hard, they'll be grounded, they'll try to do well in their career so that they can gain wealth. But they will adopt fair means to gain wealth. If Jupiter is well placed and powerful, they will adopt fair means. They will not take shortcuts. Yes. So these things. They may also love, Jupiter-Rahu in the second house. If Jupiter is powerful, they will love food which is healthy for themselves, for their health. Okay. Though they may like different cuisines of other cultures, but they will take whatever is healthy. Now, if in this conjunction Rahu becomes powerful, say Jupiter is not in any of the signs which I mentioned, then Rahu will be powerful. Then what will happen? Then Rahu will control the conjunction. Then Jupiter-Rahu in the second house, you may enter into conflicts with your family. You may speak very harshly to them so that you may hurt their feelings. You may deceive others with your speech. You may speak in a very attractive way, but to deceive others. You can deceive them with your speech. That is possible. You can also make use of your knowledge and speaking abilities to cheat on others so that you can extract wealth or for your own material benefits. You can do that. If Rahu becomes powerful, then this can happen. If Rahu becomes powerful, you may do well if there is some foreign business, or you do business with foreign clients, or if you're working for foreign based company, then you will do well. If Jupiter-Rahu is there and in the second house, if Rahu is powerful, then you may also eat unhealthy food. Food which belongs to, which are part of foreign cuisine, okay, continental, other kinds of food stuff, but that may not be very healthy also for you. And Rahu, no, so you may also like non-vegetarian food, because after all Rahu, is a demon's head. And so in this conjunction, if Rahu is becoming powerful, then you may like that sort of food, non-veg, non-vegetarian, that involves violence, because you have to kill some animal or creature in order to have, food, or in order to satisfy your hunger. So that will happen when Rahu is powerful in the conjunction. You may be a little careless about your daily routine. You may have unhealthy habits. You may not maintain a healthy lifestyle also if Rahu is powerful. Okay, so you need to really maintain healthy lifestyle. That is important. Maintain healthy routine life, healthy food habits. All that. Now let's move on to what will happen if Jupiter-Rahu conjunction happens in the third house of your horoscope. So third house is the house of your younger siblings. If Jupiter is more powerful in the conjunction, if Jupiter is in fire signs, or if it is in its own signs, or in exaltation sign, then Jupiter will control the conjunction. Then you will be very dutiful also towards your younger siblings. Even your younger siblings, they will be very prosperous in life. They will also have a sense of duty and responsibility. They can be knowledgeable. You also will make a lot of efforts to gain knowledge. You will have a lot of desire to gain knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge, expertise in any field. Because third house is the house of efforts, parakram. It is part of the Kama trine, the trine of desires, ambition. So here what will happen, if Jupiter is more powerful, you will have the desire to gain knowledge. And Rahu is also desire, and Jupiter is knowledge. Jupiter is already powerful. So Rahu will magnify anyway Jupiter's signification. So you can become fortunate if you really work hard to gain knowledge. You can also, become fortunate if you travel to foreign lands and if you settle down in a foreign land. Or if your business involves foreign transactions or dealing with foreign clients, then also you can be very successful. Your business or work, if it involves that, then also you can be very successful. So you'll have a lot of desire to also, Jupiter is there, but if Jupiter is powerful, you will be very skillful also, knowledgeable. Okay? And you will also be dutiful towards your younger siblings, cousins, neighborhood people. You'll have a sense of duty towards them. You will have a desire, you will undertake short distance travels, even long distance travels, and whenever you travel, that can enable you to become even more fortunate. This can happen. Now if in this conjunction Rahu becomes powerful, then also this is a good sign. Why? Because Rahu gives you good results in the third house. In the third house especially, Rahu gives you good results. So what will happen, even if Rahu is powerful, Rahu will make you work very hard, because Rahu is desire and pending unfinished karma. So you will know that. Look at the exact placement of Rahu. Look at your KP chart also for the exact placement of planet in the house. So, you will have a lot of desire to work hard, make efforts. Even if you falter and meet with failure, you will not give up, because this is the house of perseverance, third house. You will go on trying and trying and trying till you become successful. So it's a good sign actually. What kind of desire? Desire to make efforts. That will make you prosperous and fortunate. Even if Rahu is powerful, you can become a very good journalist. You will have great communication abilities. You will do very well in the field of communication, media. You can be a fictional writer also. You can be a painter. You can have any sort of skills that involve the use of hands, painter, or any sort of artistic creative skills also. And by dint of that, there will be growth, expansion in your life. Okay. So, but if Rahu is powerful and Jupiter is becoming weak, then you may not have a very healthy relationship with your younger siblings or cousins or neighbors. You may enter into conflicts with them. You may like to remain a little detached from them. This can happen. So all these things about the third house, all right. But Jupiter Rahu, no matter which planet is powerful, in this house, actually, if you really make efforts, if you really work hard, then you can really become prosperous. Okay, and you can become fortunate in life by dint of your hard work. Only you have to know along which direction you need to make efforts. Once you identify, once you figure out that direction, you will be unstoppable. And you'll be able to fulfill your ambitions, wishes and desires. Now let's move on to what will happen when Jupiter-Rahu conjunction takes place in the 4th house. In this conjunction, if Jupiter is powerful, Jupiter becomes powerful in the fire signs, or in its own signs, or in its sign of exaltation, then Jupiter is powerful. 4th house is part of the moksha trine, 4, 8, 12. So 4th house is a part of moksha trine. 4th house is the house of your own, it's a house of mother, it's your home, your domestic life, the house where you live maybe also. Yes, 4th house is the house where you live. It is your family life. Now, here, what will happen? So, our home is the first place where we learn to sacrifice things for our family members. That is why it is said that charity begins at home. So, Jupiter-Rahu conjunction in the 4th house. If Jupiter is powerful, what will happen? You will really be very dutiful towards your mother, towards your family members. For you, your domestic life, your domestic matters, they will be really important, and you will be dutiful, responsible towards your family members. Yes, and you will be connected to them, and you know that you have a sense of duty towards them. Alright, this will happen. You will be attached also at the same time, but you will be very dutiful towards them if Jupiter is powerful. Alright, your mother also can be somebody who can be into religious practices or some kind of sadhana if Jupiter is powerful. You may live in a foreign land. That is also possible. Even if Jupiter is powerful in the conjunction, you may live in a foreign land. Or you may have, you may have some property in a foreign land. And because of that, you may become more prosperous. That can happen. So, yeah, now what if Rahu is powerful? If Rahu is powerful and Jupiter becomes weak, then you may just do your duty towards your mother or family, because also you want some advantage from them. Because here Rahu is powerful and Jupiter is weak. Look at Rahu's dispositor also, like Jupiter-Rahu, their dispositor also you should look at. Then you will come to know which planet is more powerful. So if Jupiter is powerful, then I told you, if Rahu is more powerful and if Jupiter becomes weak, what will happen? You will want some advantage. You want something from your family members, from your mother. You always want something from them. You're not serving them selflessly. You have some selfish motive behind it. Because you have a desire to buy some property. If you can gain something from your family members, maybe you can buy some property abroad or in a foreign land. You will have this tendency to gain something from your family if Jupiter is weak in the conjunction. Okay? Now, if Jupiter is weak and Rahu is powerful, nevertheless it can take you to foreign lands. You may find a home in a foreign land. You may settle down in a foreign land. If you settle down in a foreign land and if you manage to buy some real estate property in a foreign land, then definitely it is good for the native. That can make you prosperous in the long run. Now, Jupiter-Rahu, it is in the moksha trine. So you may have a lot of desire, and Jupiter is knowledge. So if you gain desire, if you gain knowledge, or if you have a desire to gain knowledge in the field of healthcare, nursing, in the field of healing, even occult and spiritual practices, or even technology, because it's at moksha trine, no, 4, 8, 12, then it will give you good results. Even human resource sector, if you are working for that, you may enter into politics also and serve the people of your own homeland. Eventually, that is also possible. So yeah, all these fields actually, they are good for you. If you are into, you can become fortunate in life. Healthcare sector, administration, politics, or even technology, occult, these are all promising fields. Spiritual practices, meditation, yoga, these are also promising fields. Now let's move on to what will happen if Jupiter-Rahu conjunction happens in the 5th house. 5th house of your children, 5th house of love and romance, creativity, 5th house of name, fame, recognition. Jupiter, if it is powerful in the conjunction, Jupiter becomes powerful in fire signs, or if in its own signs, or in exaltation sign. Then Jupiter will control the conjunction and you will have a great desire to gain knowledge, and you can also gain name, fame, recognition because of that knowledge. Name, fame, recognition. You can be a very good teacher, counselor. You can have great powers of intuition. So you may also become fortunate if you get into speculative business, trading. But for that, you have to look at how 5th lord is placed in your D1 and D9. If it is well placed, you can gain from speculative business. That is why I tell you, always look at the dispositor planet, how it is placed. So yeah, you will have a, you will become prosperous in life, fortunate in life by dint of your knowledge, the education that you have acquired by dint of that, or by dint of the blessings of the divine, of some guru, teacher, blessings of elders. All that will enable you to become fortunate in life. If Jupiter is more powerful in the conjunction, you will not compromise on your moral principles also. To become fortunate, to gain name, fame, recognition, you will not compromise on morality for doing that. You will be honest as a human being. Though at times you may have a tendency to question tradition or your culture or even religion, you may want to understand things logically and see things practically, and how you can, whatever is there in the scriptures, how we can apply them practically in our day-to-day lives, and what all things we should, really adopt, and what all we should question. So that spirit of questioning tradition, religion, authority, that may be there. But nevertheless, you will be an honest person if Jupiter is powerful. You will never compromise on your moral principles for your own gains. You may at times like to be a little isolated also. Yes, you may like to you may like to sometimes detach yourself from others also, if Jupiter is powerful. And you may like to do research, investigation, you may go into technology, occult, spiritual practices, all that is possible. Your child also, if Jupiter is powerful, they will be dutiful towards you. They will gain knowledge, and by dint of their knowledge, they will become fortunate in life. They can go to foreign lands also and become prosperous. Now in this conjunction, if Rahu becomes powerful and Jupiter becomes weak, what will happen? Then you may have a problematic relationship with your child or children. They may be difficult to manage. They may be very unconventional, even unethical, if Rahu is powerful. You may also adopt unethical means to gain name, fame, recognition, to become fortunate. You may also adopt unethical means. You may adopt shortcuts to gain knowledge, to gain some certificate in some field of knowledge. You may take some shortcuts. If Jupiter is weak, Rahu is powerful. This can happen. If Rahu is powerful, Jupiter is weak, you may also have a problematic relationship with your beloved. If you're in a love relationship, romantic relationship, you may have a difficult relationship with your beloved or with your loved one or partner. So there can be misunderstandings, conflicts. Why? Because Jupiter is weak in the conjunction. But if that partner is from foreign land or foreign culture, and if Rahu is powerful, then it is still okay. Maybe it will be a relationship which can be manageable. Now if Jupiter is powerful in the conjunction and Rahu is weak, then you will have a wonderful relationship with your romantic partner. Your relationship will be based on attachment also, but at the same time there will be a sense of duty, compassion, forgiveness, a soul connection will be there. So there will be a fine balance. If Jupiter is powerful, there will be a wonderful balance between, soul connection and between even physical compatibility. There will be a wonderful balance. So you can have a successful love life if Jupiter is powerful. So all these things. If Jupiter is powerful, then you can be very creative also. You can gain a lot of knowledge. You can have great creativity. You can be very skillful. You can be very generous also. So you can be a great teacher, counselor, as I mentioned. If Rahu is powerful, then in the conjunction, then you may compromise on your moral principles for the sake of your own gains. You may be very self-centered. You may have certain rigid principles also. You may have certain rigidity. You may question all tradition, culture. You may question everything, your own religion. You may not follow your own religion if Rahu is powerful, Jupiter is weak. You may want to follow some other religion. Yeah. Now let's move on to what will happen if Jupiter-Rahu conjunction happens in the 6th house. 6th house of debts, enemies, competition, even health, diseases. Here, Actually, Jupiter is the ultimate benefic. So Jupiter will always bless you. Actually, in the 6th house, Rahu gives you good results in this house. So you don't have to worry much about whether Jupiter, Rahu is powerful or weak, or because Rahu generally, whenever it comes to 6th house, it will give you good results. Rahu here, because Rahu is your pending karma, unfinished karma. Rahu will always give you the desire to the things which are signified by that house. Now 6th house is hard work, working hard on a daily basis. So Rahu will, heighten your desire to work hard, to stay grounded and work hard, adopt proper strategies in your work life so that you can defeat your enemies and rivals. And already Jupiter is there. So Jupiter is knowledge. It is already there. So, and Rahu already anyway gives you good results in the 6th house. Okay. But yes, one thing, if Rahu is very powerful and if Jupiter becomes weak, what will happen? Such a person will become very materialistic. Very, because 6th is part of the Earth trine. The trine of Earth, materialistic pursuits, material pursuits. So then the person will be very materialistic, very money minded, only working hard to do well in career so that they can gain wealth. That is what they know. And they will believe that that is why they were born, just to amass resources and wealth. It can make them a little greedy for wealth and definitely for, a lot of desire to gain wealth. Yes. If Jupiter is weak, the Jupiter is powerful in which signs? In fire signs, in its own signs, or in its sign of exaltation. Only in those signs Jupiter is powerful. So if Jupiter is powerful in the conjunction, then you will not be that materialistic, because then Jupiter will control the conjunction. Then you will become prosperous and fortunate if you work hard. And you will know how to strike a balance between your duty and even materialism, your materialistic approach to things. So you will give importance to ethics, to your sense of duty, and while chasing your material desires. So balance will be there if Jupiter is powerful. And even if Jupiter is powerful, you will have knowledge, wisdom. You will be able to defeat your enemies and rivals also. Yes. Because now Rahu is a planet which will magnify also the significations of the positive Jupiter. So nobody can win because you are so knowledgeable. They can't defeat you. In the long run, you will be victorious. And you will definitely be able to become prosperous in the long run. Yes. So if Jupiter is powerful in the conjunction, it's only that you have to work hard on a daily basis. You have to maintain healthy routine life so that you can be free from diseases. If benefic Jupiter in the 6th house, you'll be able to defeat and come out of diseases, defeat diseases and overcome. Okay. And now if Rahu is powerful, what will happen? 6th house Rahu powerful also, you don't have to worry. Why? You can defeat your enemies, because Rahu is also intelligence, intellectual powers. So even if Rahu is powerful, you will be able to defeat your enemies. Yes. But you have to maintain healthy routine life. That you have to do. Otherwise you may have health issues, you may catch diseases. Breathing exercise or pranayam is very important. That will make your Jupiter stronger, and your health also will remain good then. Even if there is some disease, you will be able to come out of that disease. Yes, you may have a tendency when Jupiter-Rahu in the 6th house, you may have a desire, and you may have that desire to take loan also. Loans may get heightened. So there is a possibility that you could be in debt. So be careful. Don't take too much of loans and all. Rahu is powerful. Your competitive spirit also will get heightened. Whether Jupiter is powerful or Rahu, whoever, your competitive spirit, Jupiter also expands things, no? You'll have great competitive spirit and you will be able to defeat your competitors, rivals, enemies, even colleagues, because you have greater knowledge. So by dint of your knowledge, you can defeat them and become victorious. So yeah, so this house actually is good for Rahu, so you don't have to worry much. Only mantra is to work hard. Just work hard on a day-to-day basis, maintain healthy routine life. Now let's move on to what will happen if Jupiter-Rahu conjunction is in the 7th house of partnership or spouse or marriage or partner. What will happen? Generally, this is not a very good combination for partnership, and here I am talking about romantic partnership, serious relationship or marriage. This will create problems in the relationship. That's what I have seen. Unless one thing happens, the only thing which can save this is a powerful Jupiter in the 7th house. No doubt, if Jupiter is powerful also, your spouse you may think that they are proud of their knowledge or whatever. But if Jupiter is powerful, at least they will be honest and ethical. Jupiter in its own signs or fire signs or in its sign of exaltation is powerful. So only if Jupiter is in any of these signs, or if Jupiter is in any other sign, then look at the dispositor of Jupiter. If that dispositor planet is friendly with Jupiter and if it is well placed in the horoscope, only then you can say that your marriage or partnership or romantic relationship, that you are in safe relationship. Because Jupiter is more or less, it will function as a benefic only, because it is powerful, either placed in any of these signs or its dispositor is well placed. Well placed means its dispositor should be in 1st house, 5th house or 9th house, in the trikona, in the dharma trikona. Dispositor, it should be in these houses. Okay, so, and also the zodiac sign also, it should be in good dignity, the dispositor. Then we can say Jupiter is powerful in the conjunction, and then you will see that your partner is dutiful towards you, is honest, ethical. Then what will happen if Jupiter is powerful in this conjunction, Jupiter-Rahu conjunction in the 7th house? You will also be dutiful towards your partner, and your partner will bring good luck, good fortune, prosperity into your life. And after entering into serious relationship or marriage to this partner, if you move to a foreign land also, you can become very prosperous, because ultimately your partner is dutiful. You are also dutiful to your partner. How you know? Because Jupiter is the planet of duty and dharma. That planet should be more powerful in the conjunction. As simple as that. If Rahu is more powerful, if Jupiter becomes weak, then definitely it can be a problematic relationship. Rahu becomes very powerful in Taurus, Rahu becomes powerful in Gemini, in Virgo, in Aquarius, even Libra, and look at the dispositors. Even Capricorn compared to Jupiter, Rahu will be more powerful in Capricorn. And look at the dispositor planet of Rahu. If that planet also is not in good dignity or afflicted, then definitely it is going to be a very problematic or troublesome relationship. Because now in this conjunction, Jupiter has become weak and Rahu is having the say. So a negative Rahu almost. is getting activated in the 7th house, and Jupiter does not have proper power to control the Rahu, then what will happen? Then you will have undue expectations. You will have a lot of expectations from your partner. Expectations also which are unjustified. You will also think that yes, after I enter into this relationship, again, if Jupiter is weak in the conjunction, then these things will happen. Then you will think that if I enter into this partnership, how can I gain from this partnership? And you will think always in terms of material gains. If Jupiter is weak, your partner also will be very selfish, very self-centered. See, both the ways there will be problems. You will also have a problematic approach to relationship. You will have a lot of expectations from your partner. You will want a lot from your partner in terms of material gains. Also, you will expect a lot, that after your marriage you should become very prosperous, this, that. You want to become very fortunate after marriage, that desire, that greed. And your partner also, if Rahu is powerful, Jupiter is weak, your partner also will not be dutiful towards you. Your partner also will be very self-centered, selfish. And so in this relationship, Jupiter-Rahu, if Jupiter is becoming weak in the 7th house, then there can be deception, betrayal in the relationship. Either your partner may betray you, or you may betray your partner and get attracted to someone else outside the committed relationship, or your partner also may be very secretive and may also cheat on you. Anything is possible if Jupiter is becoming weak in the 7th house. 7th house is part of the Kama trine, the trine of desires, ambition, the trine of interpersonal connections, relationship. So in this trine, if Jupiter is becoming weak, then yes, it is a red signal, red flag. Be careful before entering into relationship. You have to do certain remedies and also certain conditions. That partner must be from some foreign culture, because Rahu, then at least Rahu's energy will get absorbed there. Partner must be from some foreign culture, foreign land, or different language community. Or partner should be somebody who is into research, investigation. They could be into occult, but then they should practice occult to help others, not black magic. If your partner is into technology, research, then it is okay. These are green flags. Otherwise, you should not move ahead in the relationship. Be careful. So, all these things, if Jupiter-Rahu is in the 7th house. If Rahu becomes powerful and Jupiter somehow becomes weak, then it is going to be a problematic relationship. You will have a lot of expectations from your partner, and when those expectations won't get fulfilled, then, because anyway your partner is also self-centered, so it won't get fulfilled actually, then conflicts. It can also, in extreme cases, it can lead to separation also. Now let's move on to Jupiter-Rahu conjunction in the 8th house. 8th house is part of the Moksha trine, 8, 12, 4. So that is the Moksha trine. So Jupiter-Rahu, the planet of knowledge, Jupiter and Rahu, they are coming to the 8th house. Here, what we can say, if Jupiter is powerful in the conjunction, Jupiter becomes powerful in the fire signs, in its own signs, or in the sign of exaltation, then it's a wonderful placement. If Jupiter-Rahu, you can do very well in the field of occult knowledge. Yes. In the field of tarot, you can do very well, or any other field of occult knowledge. You can do very well in any field of research, investigation. Yes. Now, even if I'll tell you the difference. Say if Jupiter is a little weak, Rahu is powerful, then what will happen? Then also you can excel in the field of occult knowledge, research, investigation. But there will be a difference. What is the difference? Say if Jupiter is powerful, then more powerful than Rahu, then you will gain occult knowledge to help others. You will gain occult knowledge to serve your clients in a justified way, because you want to guide them, you want to heal them. You'll get into healing practices, spiritual practices. Why? Because you want self-realization. You want to know your real self, your true self. You're in quest of, your identity. So you want self-realization. So your level of intuition, your intuitive powers will go high. And whoever will come in contact with you, you will always bless them, you will help them, you will guide them. You can also do that selflessly. So all that if Jupiter is powerful. If Rahu is powerful, then what will happen? If Jupiter is weak, then also you can excel in occult knowledge, hidden knowledge, even tarot. You can excel in all kinds of black magic, tantric practices. And if Rahu is powerful and Jupiter is becoming weak, what will happen? You will use your knowledge, your hidden knowledge, occult knowledge, or whatever knowledge you're gaining, you will use it for your own gains. That can happen. You will use that for your own benefit. When Jupiter is becoming weak, then this can happen. Okay, so you will make use of your occult knowledge or hidden knowledge, whatever knowledge you have gained through investigation, research. You will make use of that knowledge so that you can gain from that. So this may happen. And also I've seen if Jupiter is becoming weak in the conjunction, then such people, they may have a tendency to move towards black magic, towards spell casting, doing secret rituals for quick manifestation of things, because they want shortcuts. Rahu always pushes you towards adopting shortcuts. So you will see these people are interested in hidden rituals. In secretive rituals. They are interested in spells. They are interested in black magic, in necromancy. This also happens when Rahu is more powerful. And what happens when they learn these arts, these black arts or black magic, then they can do certain things, okay? And they can do that to harm others. So why they are harming others? Because they want to gain. But ultimately it's going to backfire, because there will be karmic consequences. If you harm others for your own benefits, just because you have some access to some hidden knowledge, you are misusing your power or knowledge, so that will ultimately backfire. So that is why be careful. Now, if Jupiter is powerful in the conjunction, then you will be dutiful towards your in-laws. If you're married, you'll have a sense of duty towards them. Now, what will happen if Rahu is powerful, Jupiter is weak? Then you may enter into conflicts with your in-laws. Okay? If Jupiter is weak and Rahu is powerful, then you may never be satisfied with your partner sexually. Because Rahu is hunger. And now Rahu is becoming very powerful. So it is making you what? Blind. So that hunger can be so pronounced, that hunger for sex or that sort of intimate connection, that you may never be satisfied with your partner also. Because Rahu is insatiable hunger, and then you may take recourse to secretive relationship outside your committed relationship. You may have some other partner. You may have some other relationship about which your spouse or your committed partner does not know about whom. So maintaining secrecy, in sex life, yes, all that. Because you are not happy. you're not satisfied with your partner. So that will happen when Rahu is powerful. Okay. So also when Jupiter-Rahu conjunction is in the 8th house, there is a possibility of suddenly gaining wealth through inheritance. Okay. Or through joint resources with your partner. You can gain wealth and inheritance. You can gain wealth whenever you invest in joint assets, joint resources, or through inheritance also. You may also gain through stocks and trades or trading or investments. But for that you look at 5th lord, because speculative business is seen from 5th lord in the horoscope. If 5th lord is well placed in D1 and D9, only you should go, only then you should go for investments in stocks and shares. But definitely 8th house, no? There you have 8th house. If you really move into spiritual practices, yoga, healing practices, if you're moving into technology, research, investigation, you will get wonderful results. Now let's move on to Jupiter-Rahu conjunction in the 9th house of your horoscope. 9th house. If Jupiter is powerful in the conjunction, Jupiter becomes powerful in the fire signs, in its own signs and its sign of exaltation. Then you will be truly attached and dutiful towards your father, towards your elders, even towards your gurus, towards your parents. You will really have a desire to serve your father, to serve your elders and gurus. You will be very dutiful to them. And you will become day by day, eventually, by dint of your knowledge, higher learning, by dint of your foreign travel or foreign settlement, or by dint of your foreign connections, you will become very fortunate in life. Either by dint of your higher knowledge or by dint of your foreign connections, you will become very fortunate and prosperous in life over time. All that will happen. And you will definitely be very dutiful. You will have also a desire to gain knowledge about scriptures. If Jupiter is powerful in the conjunction, you will respect your own religion. You will be interested in your own religious scriptures. You will be interested in visiting various places of worship. You will be interested in visiting as per your religion. You will visit your places of worship and you will travel to different places to visit various places of worship. You can also do some sadhana, meditation, religious practices, spiritual practices, though you may have a desire also to learn about other religions. And you will also have the desire to take whatever is wonderful, or because every religion ultimately helps you to connect with the supreme power, supreme divine power. So you may have this curiosity that how other religions, they help a person realize the presence of God or the divine. So you may want to explore just out of curiosity, while having a sense of devotion, respect for your own religion. But you will think that there is no harm in knowing about other religions, religious scriptures, and also whatever positive, whatever teachings are there. So whatever can be adopted, definitely I can adopt, because all religions ultimately help you to get closer to the divine. So you may be curious. But if Rahu is powerful and if Jupiter is becoming weak, then you may not have any respect for your own religion. You may question your own religion, your own religious philosophy, your own scriptures, your own gurus, teachers. You may get distanced from your father. You may not be dutiful towards your father. You will only do certain things for your father, you'll put up a false show because you want advantage from your father. You want to gain something from your father, from your elders, from your well-wishers, from your gurus. You want to gain something from them. Only with that motive you will approach them. Actually, you are not devoted or dutiful towards them. You don't have much respect for your own religion. If Rahu is powerful, Jupiter is weak. You will explore other religions, other scriptures and texts of other religions. You may also profess some other religion. You may leave your own religion and you may start following or professing some other religion. That can also happen if Jupiter is weak in the conjunction and if Rahu becomes powerful. Then you may be very unconventional. You may not be traditional at all. You will question tradition. You will question everything. The values that have been handed down to you by your earlier generations, by your family. So you will question everything. Why should I follow? Why should I worship this deity? Why should I follow this religious path? Why not some other religious path? That other religious path seems to be so attractive. Why should I not follow that? So you will have such a mindset if Rahu is powerful in the conjunction. If Rahu is powerful, definitely you can settle down in a foreign land or you may undertake foreign travel. If you do so, definitely you can be prosperous and you can attract good fortune. This can happen. Jupiter-Rahu, if Rahu is powerful, you will also have a desire to, because Jupiter is knowledge. So Rahu is very powerful. Now you will have a desire to gain knowledge of Tantra, even black magic, or occult knowledge also. That's possible. You can also excel, even if Rahu is powerful, you can do well in technology, research, investigation. If Jupiter is powerful, then also you can do well in any field of research, investigation, because ultimately Jupiter is knowledge. It helps you gain knowledge. So through research, investigation, you can gain knowledge. Through occult also, you will ultimately gain knowledge. And if Jupiter is powerful, you will make use of that knowledge to guide others, to help others. Definitely, you may charge a small fee, or even if say you become a guru also seeks Guru Dakshina. So you may charge a small fee, but you will be honest in your dealings with others. Okay? Or even if as a guru you are not charging any fee, you will be very ethical and your students will serve you anyway, because you really want to help them and guide them. You don't have any selfish motive. But if Rahu is powerful, then you are into counseling, you are helping others, you are into healing, you are into occult practices, you are into tantric practices, because for your own benefit, for your own gains, you are doing that. That is a difference. So now let's move on to what will happen when Jupiter-Rahu conjunction is in the 10th house of your horoscope. In this house, naturally Jupiter debilitates, because in the Kalpurusha chart you have Capricorn here, and here Rahu becomes anyway powerful. But look at the zodiac sign. Say if Jupiter is in fire signs, in its own signs, or if it is in exaltation sign, then Jupiter will be powerful and then Rahu can become weaker. If Jupiter is powerful, then you will be very accountable at your workplace. You will want to gain more and more knowledge pertaining to your professional field and you will become prosperous over time. Yes. You will be honest at your workplace. If Jupiter is powerful, you will be very honest, ethical. You will believe in hard work. You will work on a day-to-day basis, because after all, no, 10th house is part of the earth trine, and here Jupiter is powerful. So what will happen? No, you will be dutiful. First thing, you will be dutiful and you will do your work honestly. You will do your work honestly, but yes, you will also, in order to become fortunate, you will have to work hard. Hard work is very important for you. If Jupiter is there with Rahu in the 10th house, and even if it is powerful, you have to work hard to become fortunate. If you have knowledge, then you have to share that knowledge. Yes. You have to make efforts to do that. Only then you will be able to become prosperous and fortunate. But you will be honest. If Jupiter is powerful, if Rahu is powerful, what will happen if Jupiter is becoming weak? Rahu is powerful. Now what will happen? No, you may enter into conflicts with people in authority. 10th house is the house of authority and power. People at your workplace, especially before the age of 42, people at your workplace who are in position and authority, superior position, you can enter into conflicts with them if Rahu is powerful. As a result of those conflicts, no, you may have to suffer in your professional life. Until you learn the art of diplomacy. Because Rahu is also being very diplomatic. Rahu knows how to, deal with things in a very diplomatic way. Especially if Rahu is in Gemini, Libra. If Rahu, especially in Gemini and in even in Pisces. Though in Pisces Jupiter will be powerful, but these are signs of duality. Gemini is duality, even Pisces is duality. So if Jupiter-Rahu conjunction is in a sign like Pisces, then you will know how to deal with things in a very, you will be very diplomatic also, because you are dual in nature, and ultimately Jupiter is powerful if it is Pisces. So you will be honest. But if Rahu becomes powerful, especially Gemini, then you can do very well in the field of politics, diplomacy, administration, management. Because in these areas or sectors, you have to be very dual, you have to be very diplomatic, you have to balance things. And you should have two faces. So duality has to be maintained. So then you can be very successful if Rahu is in Gemini like sign, or even Rahu becomes very powerful in Aquarius, even Virgo. In these signs, you can excel in administration, in diplomacy, even politics. There can be growth in your life. Okay? Even if Rahu is in Taurus, you will be very grounded, and you will really make efforts so that you can attract wealth in life by dint of your hard work. Sometimes you may have a desire to adopt certain shortcuts to amass wealth. So like that, you should see in which zodiac sign, which planet is becoming more powerful. So Jupiter-Rahu conjunction. Your profession now is connected to Jupiter and Rahu, 10th house of career. So if you're moving towards research, investigation, hidden knowledge, occult knowledge, astrology also. But I have seen who have in your Jupiter-Rahu astrologers, they are more interested in quick remedies, because Rahu is shortcut. And Jupiter-Ketu astrologers, they are more interested in going to the depth of matters and doing, proper research, and they go to the depth of Jupiter-Ketu, and they go to if Jupiter-Rahu also is also research, but difference I'm telling you. Jupiter-Ketu, they will share their knowledge for free, Jupiter-Ketu. Because Ketu, helps you, when it's with Jupiter, you will share your knowledge for free. You will guide others for free. You will also give free advice to people. When Jupiter-Rahu is there also, you can do research, but for your own benefits. Especially if Rahu is powerful and Jupiter is weak. So you will gain occult knowledge, hidden knowledge, but for your own gains. You will give quick remedies, shortcuts to attract more and more people, clients. This can happen. If your profession is connected to any kind of scientific investigation, research, it's very good. If it's connected to technology also, it's very good. If your profession requires traveling to different places, foreign places, then it's wonderful. You can become very prosperous. Yeah, all these things. Rahu also shows sudden gain in your work life. So it could be also be connected to speculative business, where you may suddenly gain wealth. Okay, so you could also be into any kind of investment sector, and which involves, you know, investing money, maybe in stocks and shares, and then suddenly gaining wealth out of that. But you should invest in stocks and shares, you should go towards speculative business only if your fifth lord is well placed in D1 and D9. So Rahu shows sudden gains, prosperity. Okay, but it is the 10th house. So things will happen if you really work hard. You're going on working hard, you're just working and working. You have a goal, you're goal oriented, you're working hard, you're making meaningful efforts. Someday you will click, and then people will be astounded by your success. That is also possible. Sudden growth in career, but it will appear to be sudden, but actually it is the result of your hard work. So if your work is connected to social media technology, if it's connected to the media industry, any kind of technology, these are also connected to 10th house. Technology, artificial intelligence, AI technology, because Rahu is there in the 10th house. Any kind of technology, research, investigation, even media, information technology, all that is good for your, you know, business, or for your work, or for your profession. And Rahu is also connected to media. Alright, so like that. So yeah, all these things. Now let's move on to what will happen if Jupiter-Rahu conjunction happens in your 11th house of gains. Now Jupiter is a natural significator of the 11th house, and Rahu becomes powerful also in the sign of Aquarius. So here actually both Jupiter and Rahu are powerful, but look at the zodiac sign. 11th house is part of the Kama trine, Kama trikona. Here, if Jupiter is more powerful, if Jupiter is in its own signs, Sagittarius or Pisces, if Jupiter is in fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, if Jupiter is in its own sign of exaltation, Cancer, then definitely you will get wonderful results. But Jupiter has to be powerful. And see, this is the trine of karma, desires, ambition, 11th house. If Jupiter is powerful, you will be very ambitious in life, very optimistic, and very positive energy you will carry with yourself wherever you go. You'll be futuristic, you'll always look ahead of you. You will not brood over what already happened. No. What has happened. Bygones are bygones. You will focus on the present so that you can attain your goal in future. You will have a vision in life. I have to reach there, I have to get there. Jupiter is powerful. So now what will happen? Rahu will magnify the positive qualities of Jupiter. So in the 11th house is also connected to your interpersonal connections, your social circle, and it is part of the trine, no? See, it is also connected to 7th house and 3rd house. That means your relationship with your elder siblings, with people in your social circle, with your younger siblings, with cousins, with neighbors, even your relationship with your partner. No, you will have a wonderful equation. That is, because Rahu is there, no? So you have a desire to connect with them. But because Jupiter is powerful in the conjunction, you don't want to get undue benefits from any of these people in your life. No, neither from your partner nor from your social circle. nor from your siblings. You don't want any undue advantage from any of them. Because why? Because Jupiter is powerful. Then you will, in fact, though you will be very ambitious in life, you will want to gain wealth, you will want to gain prosperity, you will want to gain knowledge, you will want to gain name, fame, recognition also. But you will also have a desire to give back. 11th house is also the house of community. You will have a desire to give back to the community. You will be dutiful not just to your social circle, you will also be dutiful, accountable to people in your community. You will be compassionate towards people in your community. And till a certain age, you will, you know that you will have to gain power. Power means even if you gain wealth, wealth is power. If you really want to help the people of a community, how will you help them unless you have wealth yourself? So yes, you will be ambitious. For you, sky will be the limit. You will want to gain a lot of wealth so that eventually in life, what you will do, you will have a desire to give back to the community. You will have a desire to help the community. Why? Because Jupiter is powerful. And Jupiter is also the planet of compassion, the planet of charity, forgiveness, the planet of spirituality. So you will want to give back. After a certain age in life, especially after you attain, almost by the time you attain middle age or even before that, even in your 40s, you will realize the futility of amassing too much of wealth. Though initially it will drive you that I have to gain, you'll be very ambitious. You'll want to gain knowledge, you'll want to gain name and fame, you'll want all of that. And you will want wealth also. But after a certain age, you will realize that it is futile. Ultimately, I should give back to my community, to my people. I should also help my siblings. I should help, and I should also be dutiful towards my partner. So it's going to give you wonderful results if Jupiter is powerful. Such a person can be a very loyal partner also. They can be very successful in their career, and their success, they will make use of their wealth to even help others in the community. If Jupiter is powerful, eventually they will do that. Once they have attained a certain level, or once they have fulfilled their dreams or wishes, or at least they have attained some goal in life, then they will start giving back to the people in the community. If Jupiter is powerful, it will happen. But if Rahu is powerful and if Jupiter is weak, then what will happen? Then you will have insatiable hunger for wealth. You'll be very ambitious. Very ambitious. Why wealth? Because 11th house is the gain from your work. What you gain from your work. And what do you gain from your work? Generally people aim to gain wealth only. So you will only think about what I am gaining. You'll be very ambitious. Insatiable desires you will have. If Rahu becomes powerful and if Jupiter becomes weak, you will also have a lot of expectations, undue expectations from your partner. You'll want to gain from that partnership, from that relationship. Whether it is business partnership, whether it is romantic partnership, whether it is your marriage, you will want to gain from that relationship. You will want to gain from your siblings, from your people in your social circle. You always want to gain from them. You will maintain connection with them only because you want to gain. If Jupiter is really Jupiter's dispositor, find out if it is getting afflicted, then such a person can also become narcissistic. They may become very selfish. This will happen when Jupiter is becoming weak, afflicted, and if its dispositor also is becoming afflicted, and Rahu is only becoming powerful, then such a person can be indiscriminately selfish, self-centered. They will be unstoppable. Their greed is limitless. And they will, just to satisfy their ambition, desires, wishes, they will do whatever they can. They will compromise on their morality also, just because they want to fulfill their desires and wishes and ambition. Such people, no, if Rahu is very powerful, Jupiter is weak or afflicted in the conjunction, such people eventually, they get isolated. They will have to lead a life of isolation. Ultimately, isolation becomes their lot, because people will come to see their true color in due course of time. And then people also will distance themselves from such a person. And then ultimately they will be bound to remain in isolation. So these negative results, if Jupiter is weak, but if Jupiter is not afflicted, if Jupiter is more or less okay, Dispositor is not afflicted, and Jupiter is in average dignity, and Rahu is powerful, then what will happen? Then it's okay. Then such people, they can do very well in the field of research, investigation, occult knowledge, any kind of hidden knowledge, mystical knowledge. They can do well in technology. They can be great scientists, occultists, healers. They can become very prosperous in foreign lands. Very fortunate and prosperous if they move to foreign lands. Then these things can happen. Look at the KP chart, where Jupiter Rahu, if they are in trine to each other, where they are actually placed in the KP chart, and also look at, if it's in the same house, also look at your KP chart. KP chart will tell you about the exact position of planet in the house. Now let's move on to what will happen if finally, if Jupiter Rahu conjunction is in the 12th house. 12th house of spirituality, foreign lands, isolation. 12th house is the house of your inner self, your hidden self, your true self also. Now, Jupiter Rahu conjunction, it's happening in the 12th house. 12th house, and Jupiter is the natural lord of the 12th house, where you have the sign of Pisces in the Kalpurusha chart. So definitely here Jupiter is more or less, it is in a house in which it is comfortable, but you have to look at the zodiac sign and the dispositor also, the sign lord. So in this conjunction, if Jupiter is powerful, what will happen? Jupiter is powerful in fire signs, in its sign of exaltation and in its own signs. Then you will get wonderful results. You'll become very prosperous if you move to foreign lands. If your work is connected to research, investigation, technology, occult, psychology, healing practices, spiritual practices, yoga, meditation. If your work involves foreign clients, foreign connections, foreign transactions, you'll become very prosperous. If you're working for foreign-based companies, there'll be growth, expansion in life. If you also settle down in a foreign land, you'll become very prosperous. If Jupiter is more powerful. If Jupiter is more powerful in the conjunction, then you will have a real desire to gain occult knowledge, hidden knowledge. But you will gain that knowledge, you will get into spiritual practices, occult practices, healing practices, or you will learn psychology because you want to help people. As a counselor, as a healer, you want to help others, guide others. And you'll be a true guide, a selfless guide, a true teacher and guide you will be. And that will make you very prosperous in life. Very fortunate. People will turn to you for guidance, for healing themselves. If Jupiter is more powerful also, you can do very well in research, investigation, technology, because it's with Rahu. And anyway, 12th house is also connected to going to the depth of things. So research, investigation, technology, also because it's in conjunction with Rahu, that will also definitely help you become prosperous. If you're into healthcare sector, If you're into investigation like the field of law, if you're into healthcare, field of medicine and healing, all that is also very suitable. If you're into creative arts, if you're into any field of fine arts, so if you have creative or artistic skills also, then also you can get wonderful results, because 12th house is also the house of your, because there you have Pisces. So such people, so Jupiter is there. If Jupiter is powerful, so it will give you, it can make you very creative, not just intuitive but creative. So you can also become prosperous in life by dint of your creativity. You can be a fictional writer, you can be a painter. So by dint of your, even dancer. So any sort of skills, artistic, creative skills. So if you have any such skill or your knowledge, okay, will enable you to become prosperous. You have knowledge, but it is the 12th house, you have to share that knowledge. If you have some talent, you need to exhibit that talent. You need to share your knowledge. Then you will become prosperous. Okay? If Jupiter is powerful, you will also be interested in doing some charity. You'll be very charitable, compassionate, forgiving, kind-hearted, merciful by nature. And that is why you will make a wonderful spiritual guide and preacher also. Yoga, meditation, spiritual practices, occult practitioner, any kind of teacher who isn't, you could be into counseling for that matter. Psychological counseling, spiritual counseling. You want to help people, you'll do very well. The ultimate thing is that you should gain knowledge. Whether it is a knowledge of any sort of creative arts, whether it is a knowledge of any field of acquiring knowledge in any field of study. The key is to gain knowledge and impart that knowledge. And with the help of that knowledge, help others. So hidden knowledge, occult knowledge, mystical knowledge, your knowledge of scriptures, your religious knowledge, you're helping others, guiding others. If Rahu is powerful, what will happen? No? If Jupiter is weak, such people, they can be very secretive by nature. They can have a mysterious personality. Rahu is powerful, they will have a tendency to escape from the realities of life. So whenever it is problematic for them to face any reality, then what they will do? They will escape into isolation, because that is very convenient. They will do whatever is convenient, whatever is easy. If Rahu is powerful, very secretive, they will at times want to isolate themselves for their own benefit. But if Jupiter is powerful, then they will remain in isolation because they want to gain knowledge. They are doing some sadhana, spiritual practices. So for that they will isolate themselves. If Jupiter is powerful, if Rahu is powerful, you will isolate yourself for because there is some ulterior motive. Okay? Maybe, the native has cheated on someone, and now, that person, they know that person is now is after them. So they will escape into their safe space. They will isolate themselves and they will escape from that situation. That will happen when Rahu is powerful. So they will remain in disguise, and 12th house anyway has the Pisces energy. So there will be a lot of duality. So they will be very diplomatic, very dual by nature. Whenever it is required, they will escape from reality. They will escape into some place of solitude, and they may stay in hiding. So people will have this impression about them that they are very secretive and mysterious. This can happen. If Rahu is powerful, then these people know they will have a lot of desire to get into black magic, tantra, because Jupiter is knowledge, tantric practices, but negative tantric practices. Tantric practices are not always negative. Okay, so tantric practices which are negative, like practices which enable you to cast spells on others, negative spells for your own benefit. So that sort of practices, they will get into black magic, necromancy, they will get into all of that. So they will acquire certain powers, certain spiritual powers they will somehow acquire through some sadhana, because they want to gain from that. So that they will do if Rahu is powerful, Jupiter is weak, then they will do that. A lot of desire to gain black magic, the power of black magic. So why? They want to do that for their own gains actually, or because they just want to gain power. Rahu is hunger, no? Yes, and insatiable hunger. So their power for their hunger for black magic, their hunger for gaining that sort of power which is actually forbidden. So they will have a lot of desire that, yeah, why not? Let me gain such powers so that they can be powerful, so that they can dominate others also, so that they can influence others for their own ulterior motives or to establish that they are powerful. That will happen when Rahu is becoming strong. Then that inclination towards necromancy and black magic and all that. One should never do all of that, because these things will backfire and there will be karmic consequences. Again, Jupiter, Rahu, both the planets, they magnify things. So when you have Jupiter, Rahu in the 12th house, your expenditures may be huge. Now if Jupiter is powerful, then it will be mindful expenditure. But yes, there will be a lot of expenditure. And sometimes you'll be worried, oh my God, so much of expenditure I am not able to control. But you are spending on things which are justified. If Jupiter is powerful. If Rahu is powerful, then it is mindless expenditure. You are spending on unwanted things, unwanted expenditure. You are not able to control your desire to spend, and you are, so that you will spend so much that later on that can also make you miserable. So be careful. Do not spend in an unjustified way. So a lot of expenditure can happen. But yes, Jupiter Rahu conjunction in 12th house is very good for traveling, moving to or settling down in a foreign land. Rahu is your unfinished karma, desire, pending karma. So you will have a lot of desire in this life to travel to foreign places, to settle down in a foreign land. That desire you will have. Yes, and so during its dasha, antardasha, or any kind of dasha of Rahu, or even Jupiter, because Jupiter also is connected to foreign travel, foreign land. So you can settle down also, or you can travel also during the dasha. If Jupiter is powerful, then foreign settlement will bless you. It will be a very blissful stay in a foreign land. But if Jupiter is weak, then even if you go in a foreign land and settle down there, you may feel restless. You may not find peace. If Jupiter is weak, then this may happen. So yeah, all these things about Jupiter Rahu, you'll have a lot of desire to invest. You should invest mindfully, intelligently. Think of long-term gains. Okay? So you should invest in policies, in schemes, in funds which are safe. Where there is minimal risk, like mutual funds, insurance. You should invest in such schemes, and over time, your assets, your wealth can grow. So you should consider investing. Investing properly, safe, intelligent investments can make you prosperous in life. So all that if Jupiter Rahu is in the 12th house. Alright. So yes, the remedy is just to gain knowledge and share your knowledge, to guide people, to help others. Be charitable. Rahu is desire, Jupiter is growth, expansion. You should have a desire to help people in distress, in poverty, people who are physically, mentally challenged, people in old age homes. You should reach out to them, help them, and that will make you prosperous. So that was my take on Jupiter Rahu conjunction in all 12 houses of your horoscope. Even if Jupiter Rahu is in trine, check which planet is becoming more powerful and then check it is in which house. And that house results you can check from the timestamps in the video description. So even if it is in trine, you should watch this video. If you have such a combination, if there is such a combination in your partner's horoscope, then also you should check this video. Or any family person, if they also have this, you should check out this video. So that was my take on Jupiter Rahu conjunction in all 12 houses. And yes, before I wind up, I just want to tell all of you that let us all be kind to all animals, birds and creatures. Let us try to be vegetarian and let us donate vegetarian food to old age homes, orphanages. Let us also be charitable to people who are physically, mentally challenged. See you next time. Thank you.